That's good, that. Actually, just come think about it. Just thought today, the 30th of November 2018, I just thought it's been 6 years since the Wii U came out. 6 years? Where has that time gone? Like, really, where has that time gone? That is insane. That is insane. 6 years today. Hello all, console.Hope, welcome to another video, and I hope you like that little outro, intro, whatever. I wanted to start off like that, so I did. I know it's something I rarely do, but I wanted to start off with it, so I do. So, hello everyone, this is console.Hope, and welcome to a special video, which is actually going to be a 6th birthday/anniversary video on the Nintendo Wii U. So I've got it here. I've got the gamepad still in the silicone cover, which I like, and I've also, it's quite nice like that, quite stylish. And I've also got the console itself. It's not in the little stands. I usually keep it flat, so I do, and that's just a USB drive with my Guitar Hero Live USB plug thing when I play Guitar Hero on it. Today, 6 years ago, the Nintendo Wii U launched in the UK and Europe, and what a way to go, you know what I mean? Things have changed throughout these whole years for this console, you know what I mean? I know I made a 5-year video last year, but it just blows my mind that today is the 6th birthday of this console in the country I live in. It's just incredible. You know what I mean? I know Nintendo doesn't support it anymore. They've long moved on with the Nintendo Switch, but it still deserves to be celebrated and commemorated. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it. And it blows my mind. It really does. You know what I mean? I think something like the Wii U it's very special. I think it's a very special, unique specimen of a console, if you want to say that. Because it did so much great stuff, and it, was a failure, and it was a shame, you know what I mean? It really was. But as we all know, that was pretty much down to Nintendo's fault, you know what I mean? But even though it was a commercial failure, it still did a lot of great things right, and I love that, so I do. Like with the gamepad, the technology that's in this is incredible. It really is. Like, you've got a full-on touchscreen on it, and you can also play the games on the screen, which is incredible. You know what I mean? Like, I know you sort of had the Dreamcast VMU from 1998/1999, and I know people sort of compare those, which I understand. I think on some way, obviously a little bit different, but somewhat similar in their own ways. You know what I mean? Just interesting with what they did and stuff. 2-screen gameplay, you had the television screen and you had the touchscreen on the gamepad, you know what I mean? And it also worked well with DS Virtual Console. There were, several DS games released on the Wii U, and they played amazing. They really did. It felt a bit like the Game Boy Player for the GameCube. It felt like that, and that's what sort of gives me that vibe when I'm playing DS games. For example, Mario Kart DS, when I'm playing it on the Wii U, I get that sort of vibe where I can play the full game, on obviously the top screen on the television and the bottom screen on the gamepad, or you can switch it around. So you have both screens on the gamepad, and it plays really well. And it was just incredible and stuff. A game console, an underrated console, extremely ahead of its time in so many ways. And even though to most people it will be seen as a failure, most people will hate it, but it feels like now that more and more people are getting back into the Wii U, or even experiencing it for the first time. And it's a great console. I know most people might think, well, no, don't waste your money, don't do all that blah blah blah. Think about the new stuff, don't think about the old stuff, don't think about the past, all that sort of stuff. the thing is, I don't care. Like, the thing is, recently, people celebrated the 20th birthday of the Sega Dreamcast in Japan. And that's still a console that's well remembered to this day. You know what I mean? Obviously, people did get back into it over the years. I did as well. I got back into it in 2013. And again, it is a great console. And, I don't care, failure or success, you know what I mean? There's still something unique about every single game console that gets released, you know what I mean? Whether it's a mainstream console or maybe an independent game console like the Ouya or the Game Stick or the Mad Catz Mojo, you know what I mean? That sort of stuff. It's just interesting to see all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? And, take it or leave it, there are people that hate the Wii U, there are people that love the Wii U, there's some people that are sort of in between, but it's well worth looking back and, celebrating the birthday of this amazing, unique, underrated game console. Well worth it. I still play mine. Like, the thing that keeps me playing, obviously, there's a bunch of games that haven't been ported to the Wii U, or I might just want to play the original version. Also, Virtual Console. There's a good amount of Virtual Console games on here that are well worth playing. From the NES, the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, the Game Boy Advance, the Nintendo DS, TurboGrafx 16, or TurboGrafx, depending on what you call it. And there's a bunch of digital Wii games on here that are well worth playing, as well as the digital releases on the eShop. You know what I mean? Just absolutely amazing. Also, so far, it's the last home console. At the meantime, we don't know what happens with PlayStation 5 or the Xbox 2, whatever you call it. But in the meantime, the Nintendo Wii U is the last home console to have hardware-based backwards compatibility. Due to the fact it plays Wii games, it has its own dedicated Wii mode, which plays the games off the hardware. So it does. So the Wii U actually has hardware from the Wii inside itself. So, you know what I mean? It's a pretty cool thing about that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Wii U, you know what I mean? It's an amazing console, well worth it. And I always tell people this every single time I think when we talk about the Wii U, whether it's online or face-to-face. Wii U is well worth it. You know what I mean? The Wii U is a great console. Obviously, in the far future, it will be, it will be, I think, seen in the light it deserves and stuff. Now, again, the 6 years on with this console, obviously it was discontinued fully last year in January 2017. But the thing about it is, it still gets new games to this day, which is a nice thing. And for a console that most people didn't even have, like, it sold 13.6 million units, which might sound like a lot, but obviously it's not really a lot, you know what I mean? But still a good number for what the Wii U are, for what the Wii U got and stuff. It's amazing that, I always love hearing when the Wii U gets new games. I love reading, for example, Nintendo Live, or even different online websites when they say new Wii U game coming out in 2018 or whatever, or new Wii U game coming out soon. I love that because it's like, oh, that's really, there's a new game coming out. It gets me excited because so far this actually is my all-time favourite game console. You know what I mean? And I love it to bits and stuff, and it's well worth it. I love the design of it. You know what I mean? And it's just a great thing, about it. People might laugh at me saying, really, you like the Wii U? But I don't care. There are people out there that love the Sega Saturn. There's people that love the Ouya. You know what I mean? There's people that like, for example, Betamax or HD DVD. You know what I mean? It's not bad, to be a fan of a failed product. You know what I mean? People might laugh at you. I don't really care. But Wii U, amazing. It really, really is. And, you know what I mean? 6 years on, it still blows my mind that this little console is still getting, games from, third party. Well, only one third party. We got, Ubisoft with Just Dance 2019. And I think in the meantime, we'll continue to get those, which will be really, really good. Pardon me. And we're getting a lot of independent games released on it, which is a nice thing to have. And it wouldn't surprise me if the Wii U does get, new releases in 2019. I said the same thing at the end of last year. It would, we'll have to see what happens and stuff. And we've got a bunch of games and stuff. I will be doing an update video on my thoughts of the Wii U in 2018 with games and stuff. Because I did one several months ago, and I will be doing one maybe in the next couple of weeks, maybe next week. And just having to talk about it and stuff. But yeah, happy birthday Wii U. You know what I mean? You might not be loved by everyone, but you've got your fan base out there, people that love your console. Do you know what? I'm glad that Nintendo made the Wii U. People might think of it as an happy accident, or they might think of it as a wasted opportunity. But do you know what? Wii U, do you know what? Is one of my best consoles that I ever own. It's one of my favourites. And do you know what? I'm glad to own it. Because I've actually had a lot of amazing experiences on this console. I've had this since mid-2013. And I have loved every single flipping minute of this console. I have. You know what I mean? It's just amazing. So many exclusives on here. You know what I mean? The Wii U has actually a lot of great games on it. Well worth trying. And some of them aren't even ported on Switch yet. You know what I mean? But if you have a Wii U, you know what I mean? I salute you. I hope you're playing some great games on it and stuff. If you don't own a Nintendo Wii U, you should get one. Because, again, there's so many great games on here. You've got the backwards compatibility for Wii games. You've got the Virtual Console. You've got the amazing release on the eShop as well. And it's still getting, sales and stuff, which is a nice thing. You know what I mean? Recently, there was that Black Friday sale. But there wasn't a lot of games really on sales, about like 3 or 4, which isn't a lot, but it's still something, you know what I mean? And I love that, I really, really do. So I just want to say, happy birthday Wii U, you're 6 years old now, and happy birthday. You know what I mean? Your life has been absolutely amazing and stuff. You've had a few little, bumps here and there, but for what you gave us, I salute you, Nintendo Wii U. Happy birthday, have a great day, and for those who are also Wii U fans, hope you have a great day too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all later on. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's got a little bit emotional towards the end, but I wanted to make this video and stuff. You know what I mean? I made one last year and I thought I want to do one for the 6th birthday of the console. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. And Alex Francis will be back tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!